Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to the Lavender Overhang, where in the last episode we survived another long drought, 28 days. We did have a bit of a water issue, which was a problem. We did get sluices in here. We worked on our power bank storage over here, and we realized that we are drastically low on water supplies, and we are going into a bad tide. We have 3 days till the bad tide hits us. Now, we ran everything out. We currently have 0 water stockpiled. So we are going to be a hurting unit in 3 days. We are going to go to a 20-hour workday, where our beavers are frantically trying to get these so that we can fill that up. We do need to open this because it is not high enough to actually fill any of that in, and we are going to need that. They are working on these over here so that once we have our treated planks, we can get in that large water pump, which we need to also get the science for. So we are kind of a hurting unit once again. I am going to double check that none of these are being scavenged at the moment. So we're going to kick all of those down to the lowest priority. We don't really need that at the moment. So none of those are actually open. All right. And if you'll notice, we've got some different power shafts. The last update on the 23rd gave us solid power shafts, which don't need, we just have power shaft and solid power shaft now. We don't have to worry about the weird corners. It just automatically does it, which is really cool. And I think also if you, yeah, look at that. It's omnidirectional. We can actually, like, hook together these now, where before you wouldn't have been able to hook together a power shaft, the straight shafts, or these guys to your corner pieces, your uprights. What did they call it? The upright shaft? I can't remember what exactly they called it. But you wouldn't have been able to do that before, and that is so cool. That comes as part of the tubeways and the way they made the tubeways work. So, alrighty, we are going to have to get going here so that we can actually get some water pumped. And I feel really bad for these guys, but we need the water desperately because we're going to have to shut off the floodgates here and the floodgates here within a certain time period of that time that we, that bad tide starts, so that we can make sure everything's full. But we need these. These have got to be done. All right, so let's go double for right now. Yep, there it is. 3 days until the bad tide, which really sucks. We do have a house down here that is flooded. These are all full, right? This is our biggest problem right now is the water. So honestly, I need everyone who can pump water, pumping water. They are all open. While our beavers are thirsty though, so they're drinking all of it before we can actually get any of it completed. Let's double check our, you know what? This is not our priority right now. That's not a priority at all in the current moment. That's set secondary because we need that in order to make the large water pumps. We are currently looking at a storage of 36 of the gears. We have lots of metal. What do we actually need for the large water pump besides the treated planks? 5 gears. And 20 logs. That's actually not too bad. It's actually not bad at all. All right, so what do we have for inventor? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so just inventors and these guys here. That's all we have currently running with low staff. We don't have any extra beavers. Unfortunately, because we keep flooding, it keeps kicking our beavers out of their houses. So I think we're gonna have to actually do that, even though I don't really want to, in order to make sure that our housing stops flooding. All right, they got that in. Yippee yippee ki. We just have 2 more to go here. And then that will be sealed off. Hopefully we get that done. We're up to 303 water, which is good. I think we will next prioritize this little corner of here so that we could put in some platforms and get a big pump situated over in here. We also have these guys working up here to get a large pump into that hole as well. Of course, we just have 2 inventors going at the moment, so that does mean that we are a little bit slower. We just have 1 more to go in there. Which is good. Almost done with that. Now, we did get this over here is filling up. Very good, very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that back up to a decent height. I'd like that to fill up a little bit more. We got that taken care of now. We have stopped flooding. We can pull these guys back up. All right, we have 1.4 days. We only have 500 and some water. This is a drastically bad situation, honestly. Oh, apparently that was a little too much. We started flooding again. All right. Okay. So we've got 1 more day. That's all taken care of though now, so we're good to go there. What I want to do is go ahead and put these all the way up. And then we will have to shut these guys and force fill that, which it's pretty close to full as we're gonna get. Oh, hey, look, this guy's done. Very good, very nice. All right, can we get working on some treated planks? Can we steal somebody from there? We don't. We can take priority on that down a little bit. We still need the dynamite. We've got very little in the way of that. Oh, water. It says we have 15 days to fill. So that's going to be a problem. All right, we're going to have to do a bit of jiggery pokery here and pause, close everything up, let this fill up a little bit more, and then because we have 1.5 days left. I mean, sorry, 0.5 days left. So it's gonna start. let's close that. Close that. Oh. I didn't realize it was doing that. That's where our water is going. You shut that and it's like shooting it over the side there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Close. Pause because I am messing things up here. Let's get those all the way open. That we are going to put all the way open. That we are going to put all the way open. These ones are all the way closed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. That should clear it pretty quick. Yeah, we flooded everybody down here, but I think we'll be okay for a moment. That's all full. That has taken that down quite a bit. I almost feel like we might want to come over here and blow out one more of these. It's still pretty high there. We're going to let that guy pump until he can't pump anymore. Same with this guy over here. And these guys will be all good. And there we go. Badtide has started. It is 17 days. Oofda. Oofda. Okay, so we have 39 beavers. We have the possibility for 42 beavers. So, let's see here. Let's make sure that we're working here. It is working. It is working. Very good, very nice. I'm happy to see that. I'm really happy to see that. Okay, treated planks, we are up to 5. We need more science, though. We need 400 science. We've got to get this water tank in. All right, how big is that puppy? Are we going to be able to fit him on the... It's a 3x3. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. I'm going to prioritize those guys right there because I would like to put in some platforms to put that guy on as soon as we are able to get it. So we still have like all of these guys running. We're up to 1.2 water. What we said we were at ability for 42 beavers, if my count is correct, which, knowing me, math is not my strong suit. Hello, dyslexia. We look at what, 45 beavers for 15 days. That is 2,025 water. We have half of that. Not even half of that. All right, is this guy still able to pump? Yeah, he is. So is this guy. We'll let them go. I think, gonna let them just run. Actually, no. I'm going to pause several of these. We'll let those 3 run. How are we doing down here? You know what? We probably should give our beavers some rest too. We'll take them back to 18 hours. That should do it. All right. I also am going to kick into 3 times and speed us up a little bit. We do have this guy running, but I don't think we have any storage for that, do we? I'm going to go ahead and do that. We are out of... Oh, we are out of bad water. We have 10 open jobs. 4 flooded buildings. Oh, that's these guys down here. We don't care about those. We have a beaver that is injured. And... what is it? It's our dynamite. Yep. Our dynamite is lacking. Okay. I think we actually... Do we have room for metal blocks? Yes, we do. We could come down here and take all of this out because we don't need that anymore and put in some more crops there. Oh, hey, look, they got that all in. We are going to need to... we have some creepy creep on Badtide here. But look at this over here has caused this to be good. So we're going to need to come in here and I think revamp our walk spaces and that to get this partitioned off. I think this is probably coming from over here. But we could just come straight that way, or we could come over here and block it off over here, but underneath of here is going to cause a problem. Okay. We are up to 231 science. We need more science. We need more science so badly. We might have to come and put an emergency pump in down lower. That right there. Yeah, we might need to do that in order to be able to reach all the water, because look at these guys. They're like right there. I wish our emergency pump could be a big pump. That would be so nice right here. A nice big pump. Oh, I forgot about that. We didn't kill anyone, did we? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I kind of was supposed to let the beavers put that stuff in first. But we're just gonna go with that for the moment. And we are gonna go ahead and put in donk. Wait, maybe not there. Maybe hold on, stand by. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't, do I? If I take out these guys, yes, we want to get rid of those. We want to put a water pump right there. Yes, I want you to build it. We are going to high prioritize that. Oh, we don't have any planks. Did you use up all our planks, dude? Do we not have anyone running in any of these plankers? We do, but between the gear workshop and this guy, I'm gonna pause him for a minute. We're gonna go ahead and do that. It's flooded. As soon as... Oh, you gotta be kidding me there. It can't work because it's flooded. Right? By literally just a teeny tiny little bit. So I probably should have built that on a platform. Because now we're gonna have to wait. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got 1.3 water. Which we currently don't have. I'm gonna pause these guys because they can't do anything anymore. Right? We still have 11 days. 11 days with 45 beavers. That's about 1350 we need. It's telling us 18 days. This is tapped out, so we're going to have to get somebody in there. We also are tapped out down here, so we're going to have to get... Actually, can we... Donk. Hopefully we didn't lose too much of that water. All right, so we need some platforms down here. We need, ooh, we're gonna have to do multiples. That's not cool, but it is what it is. We need this. So it's gonna be like that. Oh, they got this. Oh gosh, I'm really afraid that I almost blew up that beaver. All right. We have 425, 425. All right, we are. Bam. Yes, we want that sucker. We are going to go ahead and input the path. And then we are going to... At least it doesn't need a lot of stuff, but we need a lot for the platforms. Would it be better? Would it be better for us to do one set of platforms and a overhang? 15 planks. All right, let's do something different here. Yes. Do. 1, 2, 3. Did it get that in there so we can take those out? All right. Okay, I think that's a better use of resources. And then we are going to come in here and high prioritize that. Now, if we look at that, that gets us all the way to the bottom. Woohoo! All right, so we'll let them run with that. We have 9.1 days. We are down to 1K water. That guy isn't able to pump anything anymore. We are going to pause that guy. That one is still paused. And that one is still paused. All right. It says we have 10 days. I don't 100% trust that though. And I think we were going to put a house in there, weren't we? But we do have 6 baby beavers, 1 empty bed, and we do have this house that is ready for the next expansion. But this right here is what we need. We need that so bad. And then we can start taking out pumps over here and replacing them and replacing our tanks. Now, storage tanks. Oh, we got bobbing around back. I completely forgot about that. I'm not going to use it just in case it breaks again. But the large tank is a considerable amount more. We want to be careful. We can't block these guys. So I'm like, we don't want to put in any platforms or anything like that and put pumps or put them over there. But what I am thinking is once we get this guy, we can take out 3 of these. Then we would be able to move the water this way. Oh, they're pumping down there again. Yay. Okay, good. We finally got there. That is so good. It says 15 days now. I really don't trust that though, because I've had it run me out of water when I thought that we were good. You can't really put any paths or anything like that. We could go around this guy and add more path here to make this if we need to, but we can't put any overhangs or bridges here, or that will overwhelm or take up space where these gravity batteries are supposed to be hitting. So we don't want to do that, because that particular thing is keeping us from completely dying. Oh wow, look at that, they got all of those in. They just need to get those guys done, and then it looks like, of course, gears are our holdup. All right, treated planks were up to 25. We're starting to come back on the regular planks now. Do we want to, oh that's right, we took out that planker that was sitting here because we needed this spot. So do we want to move this stuff up to here, which we have the space to do now? Decisions. I'm not 100% certain on that. All right, we're at 7.5 days. We have 1K water. It says 19 days to depletion. This guy is still pumping down here, which is good. We still have most of a tile down there. They did get some more dynamite in there. I'm not going to implode that right now, though. And as soon as our water comes back, we're gonna have to... I didn't pause you. It says this guy is still working. It says productivity. Oh, wait, maybe not. Because that just dropped. It's dropping now. I'm gonna pause him. Let's do that. Gathering flag. We put that here for the berries, but then we didn't do berries, did we? Alright, how are we coming over here? There is so much water left in here. That's a good thing. We could theoretically throw in a temporary pump over here. We do need to... Alright, we're gonna need to put in another piece of dynamite there, and now we're going to need a stair of some sort to get down into there. Let's see, where's probably the best place to put it? I don't know. We'll just keep throwing it over here. So they're gonna have to demolish these things. We could put them on the cut list too. If they get the stairs in and... Okay. Alright, we don't have a ton of water left there. I would like to come in here and take this out and get rid of that dam that's under there that's keeping this from staying hydrated. This guy is going to town over here still. We're down to almost the end of that tile of water left. It says we have 39 days. How do I not believe that? 39 days with 1K water with all of these beavers? Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I don't believe that at all. Not at all. Until we get these guys in. Which it looks like they are working on. It needs planks. We can't really do much over here. And of course, this is taking up the planks, which is what we need. We definitely need that. Okay, we also need to put more dynamite into here. And, oh, look, they got all of those taken care of. Okay, cool. So now we can... do that. We can get started on that particular project. We're still going to need some more stairs and some more removal of the stuff along here. We're going to need to come up. That's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. All right. And then we can... boonk. I didn't even notice that one there. Honestly, I'm not 100% certain that we actually need a sluice on here now, but we're gonna put it in there. What is... oh, it's this guy that's paused. I'm like, why is the stairs paused when they already built it? But it's okay. We'll go ahead and we'll throw a path along the top here too. And then they will be able to build out across the top. I'm wondering if we took that guy out too, we could put a couple of sluices in here and have it come down there instead of here. But there's kind of like a like decorative visual thing. I never noticed the end green on the wood. I'm not quite certain why I never noticed that before, but I never noticed it before. Okay. We got one platform in. And we are down to 5 days and 961 water. With 45 beaver, we need about 675-ish. Ish being the operative term. All of our, we'll go ahead and we will, those two that aren't working, we will go ahead and throw them into there. I'm gonna take that down a notch. Whoops, so sorry about that. I did not mean to send you guys whipping around like that. That is not very cool. We're gonna stick with the 42 beavers for the moment and see if we can't kind of catch up on things. We really need these water tanks to get going before we do anything else. I'm thinking if we could fit 3 water pumps in here, that would be more than what we currently are doing with our 6 pumps that are here. So if we do 1, 2, 3, I would like to make sure we take out all of the things that are underneath of here though, so that we can fill that with water. So this time is purely about getting our water situation handled. Now that we have this guy figured out all of our dams here done, then I think we can quite easily get that taken care of. Okay, we need some more. What was it? Was it a 3 and a 5? Ah, wrong button. There we go. All right. And then we should be able to put a large water pump. Let's turn it the appropriate direction. If we put it right there, maybe we move it over one? No, I want to ditch that. Let's turn off the watercolor for a second. Yeah, it looks like we can go over one more. Large water pump. Right there. And then if we go... Yeah, that takes us right down to the water sources. All right, then we've got... we need to put in a path. We come like this. Man, that kind of sucks that we can't fit 2 of them because of the path. We could take this guy out. Oh, that's let's get rid of that guy. Let's put a... You know what? Let's I know this is gonna sound strange, but if we do that instead, that should block the Badtide. And then we could move the path over one. But does that really need to happen? Can we just put contamination barriers there and seal that off? Maybe that's a better idea. Instead of put levees in there. And then we need to figure out like that. This one will go, so we'll be able to bring that around. Right here is going to be the problem, though. It's going to be a problem, child. A very large problem, child. We'll have to blow that out and put a levee in there in order to make that work. All right. Okay, we have 3 days. And we have 790 water. And I can't... It says 9 days we'll be able to make it through. A beaver is injured. 4 unconnected, 4 flooded. Those are those ones over there. Building needs water. Ooh, do we... I think it's gonna have to live. Pause. There's nothing for you to pump, so let's there's no water in it. And then let's finish up the explosives down here. We also can pick this up. How did we end up on a double time there? Okay. Do we have dynamite? We're up to 35. Very good, very nice. We have the big water pump is in. Yes! Yes! Yay! Can you tell I'm excited? We don't really need them working there right this moment though. So go find something else to do. That means we can go ahead and we can get rid of that. And let's, can we see down there a little bit easier? We're running into all the things. All right, we need to get, let's pause quick because I had someone get rather annoyed with me when, I did this one time and the beavers, oh no, look where I put it. Like, why? Why would it put it there? No, I don't want to. I'm trying to get to the... Like, really? Are you flipping crazy? Alright, we still are on the struggle bus for the dynamite, so we're gonna go ahead and... Oh! It did it again. It did it again. Alright, can I... Can I get it to put it someplace else? Oh, I think there was a path under there, wasn't there? No, I want... There we go. That. Now will it let me do it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Alright, I don't know if that's reachable by our beavers. Or not. But we shall see. I'm really kind of peeved about this one though. Like, what is it thinking? What are you thinking, game? What are you thinking? Like, why is it always the worst possible spot to put something? Like, when you demolish any building, does it just, you know, like, go into a random spot? No, no, it doesn't. It ends up, you know, somewhere where you can actually use it. All right, let's go back. Ooh, gosh. No, they still can't. They still can't reach that. It's all right. It's okay. When we take out this stuff, they'll be able to get to it. All right, I'm gonna do that. We'll do that. Oh, we're not actually playing the game, are we? All right. And then we're gonna need another one here. I want to pop priority on this stuff, which I'm not 100% certain. Can they even reach it? No, because it's too... They can reach part of it, but not the other part of it. It's all right. It's okay. We'll get it figured out. I'm gonna do that, and then that will give us basis. We have one more day, 1.1 day, and we have 633 water left. So not too bad, not too shabby. We made it. We definitely made it. I'm gonna let them put that in first. And then I'll take this out. I would like to get another water pump in though, like fairly quickly. Yeah, I mean, I know this does 5 water in the same amount of time as this one does 1. So right off the bat, we've already... This pump takes up 5 other pumps. Yeah, they can't reach that one. We're gonna pop priority on those two. Alrighty. I'm going to put the watercolor on. We are going to go ahead and open those. You know what? I'm going to pause quickly. We're going to put that to 1.75. This one here needs to go to 1.65. Or is it 1.75? This one down here needs to go as well. 8. This one here needs to go all the way down. Those ones can stay the way they are. That is open. All right, now let's see here. We're gonna go doubles. My gosh, we're 46 minutes into this episode and I need to get out of there. All right, so here is a bit of an issue. Let's unpause that one. Unpause that one. We're going to get them pumping for us as much as they can. We're going to end up, I'm a little afraid of some contamination right here hanging up. What do we got? Same with over here. Okay, so we're gonna have to... Can we... No, 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 no! Oh no, did you see that beaver run across that? Oh no, 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 no. I hope we don't end up with a contaminated beaver now. All right, 4, 5. We're gonna open that puppy. Over here, it looks like we're okay as well. We're gonna take that up to a little bit. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of contamination we just flooded into there. Let's not put that in there. Let's go ahead and... Well, I guess that right there is a reason why we need to have a out over here. That was not good at all. All right, I think we're probably okay now. Go ahead and do that. This guy is open. Yeah, I know you're all... Unpause. This one needs top priority. Unpause. 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 Steal all our people back from wherever they may be. Alright, is this guy gonna start? Is that a... Whoa! Okay. I guess I was not smooth enough at that. These are down all the way, correct? Yes. So if we tick that to 165, that'll start forcing it this way. Very good, very nice. Okay, we are flooding a little bit. We are starting to get water though. We are on day 2 though. So that's not quite... That's not quite cool. We held a lot of bad water right here in this little area. So I almost think that if we can, we need to come in here, get rid of this pump once we have a large quantity of water pumping available elsewhere, and put the floodgates on this side to block it from coming this way. That's probably going to make us have to do some jiggery-pokery to figure out where that's going through in our layers. Because if you look at it, let's take... Right there is where... We've got like literally 1 block wide in there. That's what's causing some of that flood issue. But if we can find the right spot to put... If we put it like a sluice in right there... That might be our best option, to put a sluice in right there so it automatically... Well, no, I don't think we can. It would have to go right here. It would... to block the... Oh, come on now. No, 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 no. Another Badtide. Back-to-back Badtide. Alright. How are we coming here? We pretty much like pulled all of our people for... water pumps. Yeah, there's no haulers. Let's pause that guy. Metal blocks. We have 230. Did that throw somebody into... Yeah, we ended up with 2 in there then. Okay. All right, we need to put in another batch of dynamite here. We have dynamite, right? Yep, we do. We also are going to need to... Oh, shoot, that's not gonna work. Let's try it from the bottom, yeah. Might work out a little bit better. And get our ladder back. And we are going to zunk, zunk. And we are going to prioritize that. And that. And that. We really need to get this cleaned out. Okay. All right. We are at 53 minutes for today's fun. We do not... I can hit the right button here today. This guy is almost full. I feel like we need to come in here and like put a sluice in and block this. But I don't like sluice there. Maybe come in here and put a too tall floodgate and another levee to keep the water from flowing out this side when it does that sloshing effect. All right, we have 2 days. I am going to pump them up to 20 hours. We are going to have to shut this so that we can fill this. So I think we'll probably wait until like that 0.5 and then shut all of the floodgates down here, shut everything up on top. See how that goes. They're getting some of this in. If we could just get this in, then I could start with the Let's see, we've got 1, 2, we need 2 more levels. I could at least get the platforms and the overhangs in, that we could then put the pumps on. All right. I feel like this is probably going to be a mistake. We're probably going to wish we hadn't done that so that we could get down here and do the things we're thinking of to shoot it off the map. But I think for right now, it's gonna have to live. Gonna have to live. Can we start inching up? The water level. Just in case. I was really hoping for another drought so that we could work on clearing out this metal some more, but it's just gonna have to wait. We also should probably figure out something for here. Be really nice if we could get a sluice gate in here underneath one of these buildings that would flood this and close with contamination. All right, last day. We have 15k water at the moment. It says we still have 11 more days before we're full though. That really sucks. Oh, I can't do that now because that would blow up those two and that would make our ladder obsolete. So we're just gonna have to wait there. Alrighty, so I think I do want to wait for to see how long the Badtide is gonna be before we end this episode. All our buzzy little beavers. Our busy little beavers. We also need them to get this one done. Can they not reach that one? They should be able to. They just have those 3 left to do. All right, we're at 1.6. I'm going to pause for a second. I am going to close. Close. And close. I'm also going to close. I'm not quite certain where we need these to be. Okay, we're going to do a single speed for a second. We are flooding things. We knew that was going to happen. And pause. Now we are going to close, open, close, and open, and put us on that. See, once again, we got a sploosh right here. That's crazy. We lose so much water. I'm not exactly certain why we get so much slosh there that causes that. I am going to... That is closed, right? Yep. Okay. All right. We're still waiting on a couple dynamite there. But I think all in all, that was a pretty good run. We did realize that we have bad water stored up in here. So we're going to have to either flush that right after. Ooh, look, they're getting that done. Flush that right before we open everything up in order to make sure that we don't end up with any of that bad water coming down here into our main water source. Wow, look at how fast they pumped that out. All right, we have 1.8 water for our 42 beavers. We did lose a few. Let's see, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? 23 days! Holy cats! Holy cats! 23 days of Badtide. All right. Okay. Wowzers. Wowzers. Well, all right. So now y'all know. Oh, they're working on those guys too. We've got so many projects in the run. Oh, hey, look, they got that done as well. I know I keep saying that, don't I? We're going to let these two guys up here keep pumping as long as they can. And I think that's where we're going to call it for today. I am going to go ahead and block that puppy off so that the water stays in there for now. They're working on that over there as well. So very good, very nice. I think we actually did some good this time. We actually accomplished something that is going to be really big for going forward. So in that respect, let's detonate this one. I know I said we were leaving. We're going to put in one more right there, and we are going to pop its priority so that they come do that right away. Alrighty, so that is where we're going to leave it for today, everyone. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope that you are enjoying this series now that it has gotten a little less chaotic. We're going to go ahead and open that guy. Because I know it has been rather chaotic in the previous episodes. We're starting to get to that point where we no longer are fighting quite as much as we were before for basic things. But the water is something we really need to get a handle on, and I'm happy that we got the big pump started over here. And we're going to get in a couple more of them. I'm debating whether or not we just we take that out and we put in the next one here. We'll go ahead and we'll get one settled over in here because we'll 2, 3. The next one can go right here. So that's where we're going to leave it here for today. I appreciate you being here so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.